Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for being here for another video for our pop-in video of the day. Oh, I'm a little tired, but we're going to get through it, guys. I've been cooking and running errands. My goodness. But we are back for another video. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Well, pre-Thanksgiving because we're not there yet. But thank you, guys. Somebody said, hey, H-Town representing. Hey, come on through, H-Town. Where y'all from? Let me see where y'all from tonight before we get started. Drop your location for me right quick. Let me see where y'all from. Let's see. I know New York is here. I know New York is in the house. I know Atlanta is in the house. I know Chicago is in the house. And I definitely know Florida is in the house. Somebody said, Real, you were gorgeous. Thank you so much, Lakeisha Fuller. I just did something real quick. I've been cleaning and everything because y'all know on Thanksgiving, people be coming by a child trying to eat and play cards and everything else. So yeah, it says, I love how Caramel be so excited to give the tea. Lord, do we have some tonight? Good God, y'all gonna, child, you gonna spill some tea tonight. Jesus. And clench them pearls too. Lord, oh Lord, I got some good tea tonight. Last night was good tea. I see North Carolina. I see okay, Canada, come on, be more in the house. Atlanta. I see y'all Pennsylvania, PA in the house, Savannah, Georgia, Columbia, South Carolina, Orange Park, Florida. Okay. Yes, Texas. I see you. San Diego, California, Rhode Island. Okay. Jacksonville. Come on through. Columbia, South Carolina, Bronx, New York, BX, the BX. All right. New Jersey. I see New Jersey. San Diego, California. Yes. Okay. St. Louis. I see St. Louis in the house. Okay. Yes. Come on. Orlando. Down there with somebody said Chicago. Okay. Enjoy from Chicago and Atlanta. Okay. Syracuse, New York. Come on through here. Be more in the house. Yes, y'all in here. Y'all are representing tonight. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and get into the show, baby, because Lord, when I tell you so much to talk about. We got some more tea, honey, where y'all can be. It's gonna be a whole gag tonight. It's gonna be a whole all right. Let's get into it, child. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, got the banner up. Let's take it down. Okay, because it's kind of annoying at this point. All right, so there we go. All right, so for those of you that's been watching the news, another exec from Bad Boy Records have been exposed, okay, for sexual assault, y'all. What is going on over there at Bad Boy? What is going on over there at Bad Boy? And he is the president of Bad Boy Records, okay? And I know you guys have seen it in the press, honey, but we're going to talk about it. All right, so former Bad Boy president Harve Pierre is accused of sexual assault and harassment. All right, he learned from the best, that damn Diddy. I'm thinking, and I keep saying, everybody, child, you cannot hang together unless you agree. Most of the people that hung around Diddy they were involved in some of the same bullshit. And Harve Pierre was like Diddy's right-hand man. If you go back and look at some of the old Making the Band videos, Harve Pierre was right there with Diddy. Wherever Diddy went, Harve was there. Diddy got out the SUV, Harve was right behind him. They hung out all the time, okay? So Harve, I know you saw some stuff that happened with Cassie. I know you knew some stuff that happened with Usher. We're going to talk about that tonight. Justin Bieber's name was thrown in some stuff tonight, too. So there's been a lot of grooming, it sounds like. All right. Oh, yes, we got some stuff to talk about. So let's get into this Harve Pierre situation. Let's go ahead and show a picture of him so you guys would know who he is. Because, baby, Lord. All right, shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. All right, so y'all remember him? That is Harve Pierre. Y'all see him with Diddy all hugged up, child. All right, so he is the president of Bad Boy Records. All right, so they're saying that just days after Bad Boy Records founder Diddy was hit with a lawsuit by ex-girlfriend Cassie, that a longtime executive at his company, Bad Boy Entertainment, has also been slapped with another one, child. It says that according to Rolling Stones, that Harve Pierre, the former president of Bad Boy, is being sued for allegedly grooming and sexually assaulting his assistant. Now, they're saying that the complaint filed in New York County Supreme Court and obtained by Rolling Stone states that he's been accused of preying on the Jane Doe, which is the plaintiff, on multiple occasions in New York City and other locations throughout the country. Damn. That sounds like a little trafficking. Might be some trafficking in there. It's giving trafficking vibes. All right. Now, they're saying that the filing continues to allege that Pierre used his position of authority as plaintiff's boss to groom, exploit, and sexually assault her. It says that Pierre engaged in a 1-year-long pattern of grooming the plaintiff and leading to sexual assault, harassment, and harassment to the plaintiff. Okay, and they're saying that he also went on to repeatedly sexually assault her as well. That is sounding like it's becoming more common in the music business with these execs. We've already heard about L.A. Reid. We just talked about him the other day, where he's getting sued for the very same thing with the lady, one of his assistants that worked with him. He was touching her inappropriately, and he was also using his position of power in order to be able to do inappropriate things to her, including sexually or sexually assault her as well. So Diddy is being sued. Like, didn't we say that this is the year of exposure? Like, oh my God, people are getting exposed left and right. So you got to start from the top and work your way down. All right. Diddy's been able to hide in plain sight, just like R. Kelly was. And this is the year of exposure. This is the year of revelation. This is the year of people's ass getting ready to go to jail. All right. Now, we already saw what like I said, don't nobody say, well, Caramel, keep talking about this damn psychic. Well, she was spot on with the whole what we talked about with Cassie and with the whole Kim Porter and all that. She did say around Easter time is when Diddy is gonna see his fate. So I'm gonna be watching out. And around Easter time, I'm gonna have to hop my ass back on here and say, hey, I told you so. I told you so now. So his ass is gonna be And I just said, okay, I just said it, sex trafficking. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at another thing where it's saying that that may be also thrown in there as well, because his sexual assault has happened in different states or whatnot. So it's looking like he may be charged with some of the same things that Diddy is being charged for as well. Do I feel sorry for your ass? I don't, Harve Pierre, because y'all been doing this shit, and y'all been able to hide behind your position and money and power. And then it's so funny how they like to use the word girlfriend with these girls to downplay the mess that they're doing, just like R. Kelly did. If y'all recognize, he used to say, all these little young girls, oh, these are my girlfriends. Oh, these are my girlfriends. These are my girlfriends. Oh, okay. It still doesn't make it right. But let's continue. Like I said, yeah, L.A. Reid, he's in it too. I'm happy to see them all being brought to justice, honey. Yes. And I hope Harve doesn't be able to pay his way out. And I hope charges are picked up by New York Supreme Court. All right. Diddy Sean John clothing brand have been removed from stores. Okay. I'm happy to see that happen as well. Macy's, honey, Macy's, they're removing Diddy's clothing line from their store. They don't want his shit up in there no more. They said, come and get this funky ass Sean John up out of here. It says that Diddy's clothing brand Sean John will no longer be carried in Macy's. It says with an insider connected with the retail giant telling, of course, RadarOnline.com exclusively that the rapper's label won't be available on the department store's website or in their stores, okay, effective this month. So they're throwing his shit out of there. They said, come and get this shit out of here. You damn assault trafficker. Come get this shit out of here. I don't blame them. Okay. Yeah. I don't blame them. They are disassociating. And we already talked about the liquor company. And there's a new development in that. There's an update in that. Diageo, which is the name of the liquor company, they're citing that Cassie's sexual abuse claims against Diddy was their reason that they pulled out of doing business with Diddy as well. So they no longer want him to be the face of De Leon Tequila, which his Ciroc and all his other alcohols were up under that. We kind of touched on that last night, but they have decided to not work with him or allow him to be the face of their alcohol. So he's losing left and right. Oh yeah. And that's good for his ass. And he's working overtime though to clear up his image and to keep everybody from thinking that he's this monster that he really is. Okay. And I got some more stuff, and I'm going to keep exposing. As I find information, I'm going to keep exposing. And I found something tonight where you guys are going to be like, oh my God. So not only was he doing this with girls, he was also doing this with boys. I'm going to say allegedly, but I do have some stuff that I'm going to play for you guys. Justin Bieber, it said that he was groomed and or some inappropriate things were done as well. And he was giving gifts in order to like be quiet while these said things were done. Usher also went through these things when he was a teenager as well, living with Diddy. And it was also said and alleged that he and Diddy shared a bed while he was staying in Diddy's house. Usher's mother came to New York and got Usher the hell out of Diddy's house and said, yeah, no, my son ain't gonna stay there. And it was some stuff that he saw as a teenager that he was not supposed to see, which really questions now, is he a fit father? Are your children being exposed to some things that they should not see and or be around? Being that you have other children, Usher and everybody else that's been around you when they were not of age. According to Usher, he saw some things that he can't even repeat, that he said he didn't even understand when he saw it. He was going to some of Diddy's like wild parties where there were men there. Okay. Usher was when he was a young boy staying with Diddy. So, oh my God, let's get going. Because there's so much. Kim Porter's sister, you guys, Kim Porter's sister claims that Diddy took Justin Bieber's virginity. We're going to continue because there is more. We're getting deep in it, okay? Yes, she talks about how Diddy took Justin Bieber's virginity. Let's go ahead and talk about it, okay?
I don't know what you did. So P. Diddy broke Justin Bieber's virginity.
Yes. Absolutely. A lot of things. So then you have all these people around me just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me.
Keys is yours. You know, you get 16. You good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Kim Porter's sister, and she is admitting that she knows that Diddy took Justin Bieber's virginity. Now, y'all know Usher actually signed Justin Bieber, but Diddy kind of took over Justin Bieber's career, and he was seen in multiple videos where you could tell he was actually grooming him, and he was promising him expensive gifts in order to hang out with him. There's a video out there where Diddy was saying that he and Justin Bieber hung out for 48 hours, and he could not explain and or tell where they were. I'm like, first of all, you were like in your 30s, and Justin Bieber was like 15, 16. Like, what is the connection between you and a 15-year-old when you guys are hanging out like that? Like, seems rather interesting there to me. I would not let my 15-year-old be hanging out with a 34-year-old. I'm sorry. Like, that's weird to me. That's weird. It's giving weird vibes. All right, so let's go ahead and get a video out. Because Lord, I have a few things. Where do I begin, Lord? Okay. All right, so let's get into this video where they are talking about, how Justin Bieber was groomed. Let's get past this ad. My Lord.
The power of a smooth, clean shave in the palm of your hand. Its blades come from
Diddy's at it again, and this time we've got a clear view. Everyone knows the abuse Usher went through when Diddy mentored him, but not enough people talk about the hell 15-year-old Justin Bieber had to endure as well. Well, in this video, Justin reveals exactly how Diddy molested him. But when did it all begin?
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing.
Justin Bieber and Diddy.
We can't really disclose.
In the video, Diddy had Justin for 48 hours, and he said that they both were having the time of their lives but couldn't disclose what they were doing. This sounds way too suspicious. Why mention you both having a good time but conceal the details of the good time? From a newly released clip, we can't help but feel like Diddy might have done some wrong things to poor young Justin. Well, let's go to the very beginning. It all began 14 years ago when Diddy took the then 15-year-old Justin Bieber under his wing for 48 hours.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time.
So he's promising him cars, expensive cars. Look there. He's reeling him in. He's giving him expensive cars. He can't even drive yet.
Yeah, when you get 16, come out, you gotta, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You can ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet. 16.
Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah.
Justin was a teenager then and a rising superstar. Now, Diddy's history with young boys is not something to sweep under the carpet. Usher is a living testimony to that history. He had once mentioned in a video that the lifestyle with Diddy was a pretty wild one. During the 48 hours, Diddy showed Justin a Ferrari and promised him the opportunity to drive it once he turned 16, even though Justin was only 15 at the time.
Now, y'all know these gifts come with a price, correct? You're not getting anything from Diddy without some type of price attached to it. There's some things you got to do for these gifts. Just know that. Let's continue.
Didn't just stop at giving Justin the Ferrari. Guess what he did next? He offered Justin the mansion and told him he could have it when he turned 18. While we tread carefully and acknowledge that there's no concrete evidence to support the alarming allegations against Diddy, they certainly spark curiosity and raise several questions. What were the true intentions behind Diddy's extravagant gifts to these young stars like Justin Bieber?
Some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there, I looked at the...
That's the bodyguard.
And it said, butt plugs. And I'm like, hey, yo.
Some are speculating that these gifts and attention may have been intended to involve Justin in activities that were highly unsuitable for his age. There is a possibility that Diddy might have repeated history with Justin. Diddy is not to be trusted with young boys due to past allegations against him from the FBI. Let's pause here and take a moment to reflect on what this means in the broader context of the entertainment industry. This isn't just a story about celebrities. It's a lesson about the importance of protection and guidance for all young talents. These young stars are often thrust into the spotlight without the necessary safeguards and support, making them potentially vulnerable.
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping
Justin
pills,
Bieber talking.
I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything, and it was just an escape.
Now, imagine being promised a Ferrari at 16 and a mansion at 18. Sounds like a wild dream for a kid, doesn't it? Well, that's precisely what Diddy reportedly offered to a young Justin Bieber. So what could have been Diddy's motive for showering Justin with these extravagant gifts? Of course, Justin was a superstar kid, a sensation sweeping the nation. But considering Diddy's past, we can't help but ponder if these offers were meant to lure Justin into activities unsuitable for someone his age. Now, don't get us wrong. There's nothing inherently wrong with giving gifts like these. But this scenario does emphasize the potential need for some parental guidance or oversight. Could such guidance have been instrumental here? It's a question worth considering. Who really knows what was going on behind the scenes? What we do know is that Justin was thrilled by the offer. And who wouldn't be? It's an offer most would find hard to resist. A mansion at 18 and a Ferrari at 16. It seemed as though there was something Diddy wanted to do, but he couldn't let the audience in on it. For young Usher, he was exposed to illicit activities carried out by other celebrities under Diddy's watch. And not just that, he and Diddy even shared a bed.
And the male accuser, although he has not identified himself, has alleged the circumstances surrounding what he says is exposure to genital herpes by Usher.
That is so messed up. The most telling...
Did y'all hear that? There's a male that came forward to say that he was exposed by genital herpes by Usher. Okay, Usher was said to have been in a lot of wild parties where a lot of men were available at some of Diddy's parties when he was just a teenage boy. Okay, and it also just said that Usher used to share a bed with Diddy as well. Let's continue.
And that Justin may have been negatively influenced during his early years comes from his own heartfelt confession. In his gripping docuseries, the superstar opened up about the struggles that plagued him at the start of his career, including battles with addiction and breaking the law. Justin candidly shared that he had been using drugs during his early years in the spotlight, a habit he found hard to break away from. Unfortunately, it was a path that didn't lead to good outcomes for him. According to Justin, his desire was to have a sustainable, hardened career. He expressed his fear of falling apart and acknowledged the need to address some deep-rooted issues in his life. It was a raw and vulnerable admission, giving fans a glimpse into the challenges behind the fame. But here's where the story takes a hopeful turn. Thanks to the unwavering support of his wife Haley and other close people in his life, Justin found the strength to battle the negative influences from his teenage years and embark on a journey toward recovery. Aside the FBI allegations against Diddy, some other celebrities have spoken up against him. Christopher Williams found himself entangled in a troubling situation, becoming one of the alleged victims. Were it not for a diligent attorney bringing this to light, many of us might have remained in the dark. Jaguar Wright, known for her candid revelations about industry insiders, has made some bold claims in the past. While it might have been easy for us to dismiss her accusations regarding Diddy, it's hard to ignore the story about the lawyer reaching out to Chris and the alleged threats made by Diddy towards her. It begs the question, what truly transpired behind closed doors? A telling incident involves rapper 50 Cent, who once hinted at a peculiar interaction with Diddy. Recounting the story during an interview at the Breakfast Club, 50 Cent said, "He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he wanted to take me shopping. I looked at him, confused like, what did you just say? I had to move away before I reacted impulsively. It might have seemed like a nice gesture to some, but it felt off to me, so I had to get out of there.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Knighty's wedding. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're going to make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of know that you take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
While these individual instances may seem unrelated or inconsequential, they could provide a pathway to a deeper truth behind the allegations. Let's take a moment to consider Usher's life and his relationship with Diddy. Some argue that Diddy was a negative influence on Usher, pointing to the fact that Usher was found guilty of transmitting herpes to another individual. The male accuser, though unidentified, has spoken about his exposure to the virus through Usher. This particular case has led to further speculation about Usher's sexual orientation, and some even suggest parallels to his mentor. However, it's essential to approach these allegations with caution and skepticism. Could Usher's lifestyle choices have been different if not for the influences during his impressionable teenage years? Perhaps. It's a complex question, and making definitive statements or judgments without concrete evidence would be unwise. These similarities between Justin and Usher led many to cast a suspicious eye on Diddy, who mentored both stars during their formative years. Could he be the one to blame for these apparent missteps? Maybe we're wrong, but the connection is hard to ignore. Usher and Justin represent two paths stemming from Diddy's influence. While Justin managed to redirect his life positively, Usher faced public embarrassment following a personal scandal that went viral. The pattern we see with Usher seems to echo in Justin Bieber's life as well. Justin's early days were marked by a tumultuous lifestyle, characterized by drug use and entanglements with different women. Thankfully, he embarked on a journey of self-improvement, working diligently to become a better person. Let's not only consider the sensational claims, but also recognize the vital need for proper parental guidance, mentorship, and protective measures for young celebrities. It's an essential conversation, especially in an age where fame can come quickly, and the risks are very real. These stories compel us to question the role and responsibility of mentors in young celebrities' lives. The debate continues. Share your thoughts.
So what y'all think about it? Diddy. It's all coming out, ain't it? It's all coming out, ain't it? I told y'all. And Usher, not only was that situation with what they're saying where there was a guy, there was a young woman who also sued Usher for infecting her as well, because she received a little over $1 million or so for her case whenever she sued Usher for transmitting that to her as well. So yeah, he's out here, and he just had like 2 kids from a woman. So that means you still not protecting yourself, because you are still, laying up with people that, and you're not being protected. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I don't know what to say about this shit. Like, this is crazy. And I don't understand how Diddy is able to, like I said, hide in plain sight and continue to get away with this. He is damaging people. And then the fact that Justin Bieber was promised all these things and was introduced to drugs at a very young age. That's how Diddy liked him. Look at how he did Cassie. Look at how he did Cassie. He promised her this huge career, gave her a 10-album deal, which he knew she was never going to do. Okay. Because he knew that's what she really, really wanted. And he did the same thing to Justin Bieber. Oh, let me show you this Ferrari. Oh, let me promise you this house. And that's how he reel you in with promises of things. But then there are things that you have to do in order to do it, or get it rather. Justin Bieber, baby, don't think that he got that Ferrari and didn't have to do some things. All right. And when they talked about when he was at a very young age on drugs, yes, though that's how did he like you to be high and out of your mind. If you've noticed, and let me show y'all some pictures. Anytime you see Diddy out in public, whether it's day or night, if he's in a club, like, why do you need on shades 24/7? That's another thing. That says to me that you're stoned. I mean, here he is here. Here he is here. Okay. Shades. That's every time you see him, he got on some shades because he don't want you to see his eyes because he's stoned. All right. So once Justin Bieber start hanging with him and start partaking in the drugs, here he is, Justin Bieber and Usher, which Usher looks a little suspect right there. But Justin Bieber, there he is, shades on. And this looks like an event at night. Justin Bieber looks out of his mind right here. He looks kind of high right here. Mind you, he was a young boy then, coming in and very talented. Very, very talented. So what was the need for him to be wearing shades at night? He started kind of emulating what Diddy was doing. Diddy kept them shades on because, like they were saying, he got hung on those prescription drugs, and it went from there to other things. And that's why he always had them glasses on, so he, people wouldn't be able to look at him and be like, oh damn, Diddy's stoned. But to for anybody else on the outside looking in, they'd be like, oh, that's, he got this swag about him. But no, he was high. He was high. Like, damn, that's why he had them damn glasses on. He want you to see his eyes. Y'all know when a person is, when they're high, they got this look of, their eyes are kind of like, like fixed a little bit and red. So he didn't want y'all to see that shit. He was, Diddy has a way of grooming, and he does the same thing. It's a pattern in how he does the people that surround him, and it's looking like this is something that goes on in the industry, and it's hush hush. And then look how many years go by when this stuff comes out. All right, so now I have a video that I want to play where they're talking about Usher's mom found out some stuff that was going on with Usher, and she came and got him the hell out of Diddy's house. Okay, yeah, she was not feeling it. She didn't like Diddy, and she even threatened to unalive Diddy. Okay, let's go ahead and play that as well. She revealed why she did not like Diddy, honey. So we're gonna play that too. We're gonna put the tea out there. Let's put it all out there, okay? Woo, woo. Shout out to Inside the Industry.
I'm just so blown away by the stamina, the connection, being able to be connected down on so much shit.
So I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
saying?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
and I saw it. It was pretty wild. It was
Take that time, boy.
Okay.
I'm in the kitchen, eating all my cereal.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no. That's my
What you
brother
say? Hell
Ryan.
no.
Day one, we used to wake up and
Y'all hear
There's
that?
almost no way
We
the
used to
sinister
wake up.
tales of what went down between Usher and Diddy hasn't hit you yet. But what you may not know is that as bad as it was, it seems Usher's parents may have signed off on it. Yup, according to reports, it seems that not only did Usher's mom know Diddy had been up to no good from the beginning, but it seems that she didn't care very much at the time because her son was literally on his way to becoming a megastar. However, it seems that things took a different direction later down the line when the star's mom realized just how bad things had become. And boy, did she freak out. There's a lot of twists and turns here, so stay tuned, and I promise you, you'll have your mind blown. While the world looks at him now and sees a star, Usher Raymond's rise to fame hasn't exactly been a smooth ride. And guess who we have to thank for that? None other than Diddy. When Usher was just 14, his mother, Jonetta Patton, had him stay with Diddy for a couple of years. And while at the time,
Why are parents signing their children over to people they don't know in order to stay with them for years just for fame? That is why he is warped in the head like he is now. Usher saw a lot of shit in Diddy's house that he was not supposed to see and be a part of, mind you. Now, as it just said in the video, he went to stay with Diddy when he was 14 years old. Why was he sharing a bed with Diddy? Let's continue, though.
the main reason for that move was to get the young singer to know the ins and outs of the music business. Diddy turned that time into something a little unusual. Unless you're living under a rock, you've probably heard the rumors going about how Usher and Diddy have been sexually involved in the past. And under normal circumstances, this would have been written off as just that, rumors. But there have been way too many situations that have proven otherwise. You see, apart from the fact that Usher himself has alluded to this fact countless times in interviews, there's also been several reports which seemingly confirm that something had happened to Usher while he was under Diddy's roof. Back in the day when he was just a baby-faced teen signed to LaFay's record, he was taken from under the wing of none other than P. Diddy himself. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, hold on to your hats, because it turns out there was more than just mentorship going on between these two. According to the cringeworthy interview that P. Diddy did with Kevin Hart, where he said Usher and he used to wake up in the same bed, it seems like things got pretty cozy between the mentor and mentee. Apparently, Usher moved all the way to the Big Apple to shack up with Diddy when he was just 14 years old. And let's just say that some eyebrow-raising activities were going down in Diddy's household. We're not exactly sure what kind of mentoring was happening, but it's safe to say that it wasn't just about making hit records. Another video involving Usher and Diddy has been making rounds on the internet. And yeah, we'll let you experience this one first.
fly smoke going, baby. You in the kitchen, eating all my cereal.
That's just Diddy amping Usher up for his next performance. But what's really revealing is what he says after that. Hold up, hold up, hold up. My ears must be playing tricks on me. Did you just hear the latest rumors about what Usher was getting up to in the kitchen? And you thought people were exaggerating when they said things got freaky when he was living with Diddy? Despite all the whispers and speculation, Usher has been pretty tight-lipped about what really went down during his time under Diddy's wing.
It's called an NDA. Tight-lipped mean NDA. Okay.
But during a juicy interview with the one and only Howard Stern, Usher finally gave us a little taste of what we've been craving.
To see the lifestyle. Right. And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
He may not have spilled all the tea, but Usher dropped some major hints about just how close he and Diddy really were. Let's just say there was a whole lot of mentoring going on, and it wasn't just about music. Oh no, honey, things got steamy. And we're not talking about the kitchen. Apparently, it wasn't until after Usher's album dropped that he found out about a certain child sipping champagne in the VIP section of a club with Diddy. And guess who that child was? You guessed it, Usher himself. Talk about a wild ride. Now Usher hasn't exactly come out and spilled the tea about what exactly went down between him and Diddy, but he did let it slip that some pretty questionable things happened while he was staying at Diddy's crib. And when Usher graced the cover of Essence magazine, he couldn't help but drop a few hints about his past with Diddy and just how much he looks up to Diddy. Something that you should know about me is that I'm a businessman before I'm anything else, Usher revealed. Look at the capabilities of Martha Stewart or Russell Simmons or Sean Puffy Combs or even 50 Cent with G-Unit. Look at what they did with their licensing. This is my opportunity to do the same. Clothing and shoes are kind of the standard nowadays, so I'm trying to figure out how I can come at it from a different angle. Watches, clothes, perfumes, cologne, facials, and acne products. There's so many possibilities. And everything was going smoothly until the interviewer brought up the elephant in the room, which was Usher's time living with Diddy. That's when things got real interesting. Despite all the juicy rumors and speculation, Usher suddenly got super tight-lipped about his past with Diddy. Normally a total chatterbox, Usher was suddenly as restrained as a Hollywood starlet at a red carpet event. He said, I want to save some shit for my book one day. He said, I'll put it this way. There was a...
Notice, he said he's saving some things for his book. So Usher is talking about writing a tell-all book. Will he be the next one on the list? Because we know what happens when people start talking about tell-all books. And if he was involved in said situationships when he was in his teens with Diddy, who was in his 30s, that would be called Child R. Okay, let's continue.
Lot of sex. Oh boy. Now, I know I mentioned how Usher's mom might have known all of this was happening, but apparently she didn't actually know what was going on. At least not until Usher was grown enough to actually understand what had been happening. According to the singer himself, his parents had no idea what was going down while he was living with Diddy. But that doesn't mean they were just going to sit back and let Diddy get away with it. Mary J. Blige spilled the tea that Usher's mom actually tried to get back at Diddy. She was not going to let him get away with messing with her baby boy. I know things already look as bad as it could possibly get with Diddy's Shenanigans, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's still a lot more to Diddy's under-the-table dealings. Back in November of 2022, there were reports that Kim Porter's...
Why is November such the craziest month where stuff happened? Have y'all noticed that? November is the month where everything happens.
Former stylist was about to drop a tell-all book on Diddy. And according to the stylist, Diddy slept with different men on multiple occasions. What? But that's not even the wildest part.
Check this shit out.
The stylist also claimed that Usher's mom confronted Diddy about allegedly being intimate with Usher. To make things even worse, there's also talk of a pretty implicating video. Yup, according to reports, Kim Porter allegedly had footage of Usher and Diddy getting it on. But before we get too excited, we gotta keep it real and mention that Kim died under mysterious circumstances. And when her house was robbed, 2 laptops containing the alleged videos were stolen. And it looks like there's a whole lot of smoke surrounding Diddy and his alleged ex.
Did y'all hear that? We already talked about Kim Porter being unalive when she talked about doing a tell-all book. Now, in addition to her talking about this book, she had video footage of Diddy and Usher getting it on. Okay. And this is something that she was holding over Diddy's head. He knew about it. 3 weeks after she passed, her house was burglarized, okay? And the people that burglarized the house went in there and stole the laptops where this said footage was downloaded onto, in addition to other pieces of paperwork that was about this book that she was putting out. So he didn't want that to come out about him and Usher because, one, Usher was underage. Two, he didn't want it to come out about him and Usher because he didn't want people to know that he was G-A-Y. He was trying to protect his image. Kim knew too much. Okay, so she could not be around and threatening to put this type of information out because that would have damaged him back in the day. He would not have bounced back from that because, listen, with everything that she had against him, it was so much so until Diddy said, you know what? We got to get her out of here. We got to get her out of here. She got video and he didn't know what the shit was. And it's no coincidence that 3 weeks after she's unalive and he found her, mind you, we done talked about it. He found her. So she went from having the flu, we talked about it this morning, and around the clock nurse who never left her side to coincidentally was not there when she passed away and Diddy found her. And then whoever broke into her house found these 2 laptops where she had all this stuff with the book that was also in there where she was writing the book, and some papers were missing because her house was tore up from where you could tell somebody was looking for some shit. Well, let's continue. Diddy is up.
On the down low. I mean, let's not forget about Orlando Brown spilling some major tea about Diddy's alleged secret life.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the whoosh-gosh goosh-wash. You gave me the whoosh-gosh muaf. The swoosh-wash.
He's saying that Diddy messed with him too.
The former Disney star revealed that Diddy had been smashing him and other young men. Wait, what? I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty disturbing to me. And it's not just Orlando who's making these claims. There have been other whispers and rumors about Diddy's sexuality for years. Jaguar Wright has also made some pretty shocking revelations of her own. According to Jaguar, she knows a lawyer who walked in on Diddy and Christopher Williams in a compromising position. I'm talking about Belatio, honey. And get this, the door wasn't even locked. When the lawyer walked in, she saw Christopher Williams down on his knees doing his thing while Diddy just sat there enjoying the ride. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like some serious scandalous behavior to me. But wait, it gets even more disturbing. What's more, according to Jaguar, they didn't even stop when the lawyer walked in. And while many people may be on the fence about believing Jaguar's story, Diddy's former bodyguard has also confirmed her claims.
But Miss Jaguar, listen here, keep up your good work and everything like that. And if you ever want to talk to Mr. Deal, Gene Deal, you got the number, Ma.
Shocked you too, huh? And in the same spirit is how Usher's mom has now exposed Diddy for preying on her son, which, as we can see, happens to be just one of many people Diddy seems to have had his way with. Anyway, even though all of this happened a while back, fans have kept on talking about it, and some people have even brought up theories about what is actually going on with Usher's family and Diddy. Like this user who wrote, Diddy gave Usher an incurable STD at a very, very young age. Usher's mother was trying to have Diddy killed, and when she found out years later, she is now resurfaced trying to sue Diddy. But the tables have turned, and now Justin Bieber is speaking out about what Usher did to him. Looks like there might still be a lot more to the story than meets the eye. But as history has repeatedly taught us, time will always reveal the truth.
What do y'all think about that? Those facts. That's a lot, ain't it? Was that a lot? I believe every bit of it, okay? It's so crazy, guys. It's so many people that's around Diddy that's not here anymore. It's so sad. We talked about it. I showed you guys video where Heavy D, like I said, he was writing a book. He's gone. Kim Porter was writing a book and had the video footage of Diddy. She is also gone. And it said that she was allegedly, according to Jaguar Wright, was saying that she feels that Kim Porter was poisoned. I feel like something was happening. I feel maybe she was injected with something whenever this nurse was not around. And it caused her to have heart palpitations, and she's no longer here. Andre Harrell, which was a former Uptown Records manager, he was also writing a book, and he's also gone. Okay, these are all people that's connected to Diddy. Al B. Sure, which we know, had a coma for 2 months in the hospital. Okay, after he spoke out on Kim Porter and her death, where he was saying he didn't feel like Kim Porter's death was the way that it was reported, that he felt that it was something else and that it needed to be looked into. He felt that she was MURDER and unalived. And once he came out and said that, coincidentally, something happened to his health to where he almost didn't make it. He almost didn't make it. He literally almost died, guys. Like for real. Okay. But Kim Porter's sister, she is starting to speak out now, and she's saying things that she's seen, and I expect her to speak more as all of this is coming out. But y'all, it's so much. And like Diddy is just able to just continue to be out and about and still continue to do this stuff. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. And I got to say that's trafficking as well when it came to Usher and Justin Bieber, because they traveled, they went places. So these things and these parties, they were happening, you guys, right up under other people's nose. And I got to blame security and everybody else that was in on it, that saw these things and sat back and did nothing. I got to blame the parents, because how do you trust your children with total strangers just because they're in the music industry? I don't give a damn. I would never tell my son, for 2 years, you're going to go to New York. And mind you, Usher and his mother live in Atlanta. So that's far to let your 14-year-old to go stay with a grown-ass man that's in his 30s, and you don't know what the hell is going on there. And he is being exposed to sexual type stuff and stuff that he said he didn't even understand. So it had to be some really downright gutter type, sexual type stuff. He said he didn't even understand it. It's stuff that he saw. So imagine a child who's been sheltered as Usher used to be with his mother, and then going all the way to New York, which New York is a fast lifestyle anyway, coming from somewhere like Atlanta. Then you get there and you're seeing all these wild parties where these men are walking around there, probably half dressed, men being with men, and all kinds of crazy shit. Like, that's not something that a 14-year-old should be subjected to. And like I said, I got to blame the mama. I got to blame the mama. I got to blame the mama for the girls that went to R. Kelly's house, that allowed them to go to R. Kelly's house and stay like that. This is a grown ass man. Why do you want a man around your door? What kind of connection do you guys have with each other? You're too old. You don't even think about the same stuff. Justin Bieber was 14 years old, just like Usher. Just like Usher. Tevin Campbell came into the industry under Quincy Jones. I feel like there might be some grooming there, because he talked about, if you guys watch Unsung, he talked about how he went to some very crazy parties, how he was doing drugs at a very young age, how he was allowed to go into clubs, how he was partying with adults. So I feel like there was some kind of the same stuff. And maybe it's a Hollywood thing. I'm not sure. But these parents, y'all need to stop dropping y'all kids off with these damn adults because they got money and they promise you a future, but then your kids wind up damn crazy. Now it's said and alleged that Usher actually caught something while he was in his teens for doing some shit he shouldn't have been doing in the first damn place. You were supposed to be recording music. That's what he was sent there for. So Usher mama, if you want to be mad at somebody, baby, you got to be mad at yourself. Because as a parent, our job is to protect our children at all costs. If your child is going to be recording an album with Diddy, you should have had them put you in an apartment to where you and your son stay in said apartment. If he's going to the studio, bitch, I'm coming too. And when he finished recording, we will leave. I'm not dropping you off because I don't know these people. That is what was happening with R. Kelly. Oh yeah, I'm promising him a singing career. Drop him off at the studio, and then you get to the studio and all types of shit is happening. Then your kid is crazy. They've been violated. They're catching all types of STDs and shit like that. All for the price of fame. And now what? Now he's caught with something he can never get rid of, and it sounded like he's steady passing the shit along. According to the lawsuits that are being filed, for a man to come forward and say that he caught said STD from Usher, that means that there was some inappropriate stuff with said opposite sex was going on. And it was some stuff that he'd seen in the care of Diddy, because it's said and alleged that is what was going on. If we look at the deposition with Cassie, it spells it out, guys. It didn't stop there. This was the situation with Cassie and Usher and Justin Bieber, like, and all of them had to use drugs so that they could cope with this type of lifestyle. And that's how Diddy get them. You got to be out of your mind. You got to be to the point where you're so wired up to where you don't really care and don't know what's going on, so that he can have his way with you and make you do things maybe that you don't want to do. I look at some pictures of Usher from back then, I said, golly, it's giving suspect. It's giving suspect. Usher was a nice looking guy. He was. When he first came out, he was a heartthrob. All the girls wanted Usher. All the girls wanted Usher, but had no freaking idea of what was really going on with Usher and what he was being introduced to. The price of fame, guys, is a very, very expensive price. Okay. It's a very expensive price for Usher to be the biggest star and to be where he is and to be able to get, you know, all the things that he's gotten. Trust me, it came with a price. And he probably thinks about this every single day, that I really had to sell my soul in order to get where I am. And that's what it boils down to. If you're getting a Grammy, you sold your soul somewhere. Beyonce has had to sell her soul to get where she is, to be such a huge artist like she is. And that's how Hollywood is. It's like a secret society that you get into and you agree to certain things, and it's hush hush. You don't talk about it. Certain people see things, just like Gene Deal was saying. Yeah, I saw certain things, but that's my job on the line, and you know, they're under NDAs. They can't talk. So once their NDAs are lifted, boom, here we go with all these millions of interviews. Cassie was being abused all this time and was being hushed by NDAs. But once that NDA went out, immediately here she comes with her lawsuit. Immediately. Tina Turner, she went through it with Ike. This is something that's been going on for quite some time in the industry. Quite some time in the industry. And I believe it when they say some of this stuff is attached to, and I don't like to always take it biblical, but I feel like it's the mark of the beast that's attached to this mess. We are kind of living in like the end of days, if you will. It's so evil and satanic, guys. Do you guys not see that? Am I the only person that see that? Where you are seeing artists out here, and I've seen Beyonce do it as well, where she's wearing stuff with the horns. That is demonic type shit. This is like a secret society in Hollywood. Absolutely. I've seen pictures of Beyonce with the horns, and I like Beyonce's music, but when I see stuff like that, it makes me kind of side-eye, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And a lot of people say, oh, no, that's nothing. That's nothing. It's not a coincidence where we're seeing these horses and stuff. Look at it in the Bible where they're talking about the 666 and there's a horse. Reading Revelations, it's in there. Y'all not see that? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so deep. It's so deep. It's so deep. They saw, I saw a white horse and then a black horse. She's out on a horse. It's not a coincidence, but it's like you're hiding in plain sight. But if you don't know your biblical stuff like that to connect this type of stuff, then you don't really understand what's going on. You just see it as, oh, that's a nice horse. Oh, she's got on the, that's a nice headgear that she has on. No, go back and look at it. The symbol for Rockefeller with the eye, that's satanic. Do you not understand that? Oh my God. Oh my God. When it says she turns into Sasha Fierce. Okay. Okay. That's some satanic bullshit. That is some satanic bullshit, if you will. Okay. Them horns and shit. No, no, no. Let me get the picture for y'all. That's some satanic bullshit. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't gonna tell me it ain't. Go back and read your Bible. All of that stuff is tied into it, okay? It just is. Beyonce, baby, I love you, but go read Revelations. I see y'all putting in satanic behavior. Look at this shit. This is Beyonce. Flying in the air on this damn horse. What's that over her? What's that over her? Y'all better wake up, okay? People better wake up. Thank you so much, Iris Myers. People better wake up. If you don't know biblical stuff, then you don't understand it. You don't get it. You don't get it. I start to see stuff like that and I disassociate real quick. Okay. And I'm a music person, but I don't want to be tied to any type of satanic bullshit. Okay. Like I really don't. Go look at that. Go look at the Rockefeller sign. Yeah. That bullshit right there with the triangle. Yeah. That's some satanic bullshit. And it's all a secret society. Okay, it's all a secret society. That's why I listen to words. When I listen to music, I don't just listen to the music, I listen to words. I want to hear what they're saying, because guess what? They are hiding this satanic stuff and these words and these chants and all this type of stuff in the music, and they put that nice beat behind it to where you get so lost in the music you're not even listening to what's being said. And that type of stuff is like chanting. It's different types of spirits that's being issued out and summons out on people. And y'all, do y'all not understand that? Oh yeah. Go back and look at that. What's the rapper guy where they had that big concert? Where they just had it, where all these people passed away at the damn concert. He up there rapping and he looked like his ass was possessed. And all these people wound up passing away, and then all the stuff on the stage, it looks satanic as hell. They said it looked like they were at a hell concert with the red lights and the smoke and all that shit going on. I was like, do people not understand that that's like satanic stuff? And you guys are paying your good money to go to these types of concerts and all this possession and shit going on like that. This stuff that's going on with Diddy and all, that's satanic. Travis Scott, thank you. Travis Scott, look at him in his eyes. It's something you can tell. It's like they've been disconnected from reality and something else have taken over. Lil Uzi Vert is in there. Go look at pictures of Lil Uzi Vert. He's clocked out. Travis Scott is clocked out. And it's always in the eyes. And now Diddy's eyes are starting to look like that as well, to where it's looking like somebody may have sold their self over. Astro World, thank you. Y'all better read Revelations, because it's in there. All the things that it says will happen in the end of times, wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. We're hearing about that stuff now. Okay, we're hearing about that stuff now. A lot of people say, I don't believe in the Bible. Okay, I'm starting to see some of those things really starting to come to pass, like for real, for real. Mothers against daughters, fathers against sons. It says, know that the time is not long when you see these things that are happening. It's happening now. So for people to not take that stuff seriously, it's so scary. It's so scary to see people just so, and they normalize this toxicity and satanic behavior. They normalize it, and people look at it and they applaud it and they hide it and they sweep it under the rug. And it's so evil for you to do something that evil to a person and tell them you can't talk about it. You can't expose me. Demons don't like to be exposed, period. Demons do not like to be exposed. That's why Satan got kicked out of heaven. And he was an angel. Satan was an angel. He was over music. So you wonder why a lot of this satanic stuff is being connected to music. Think about it. Satan was an angel that was over music in heaven. But when he thought that he was bigger and badder than God and that he could outthink God, how? When he made you. When he kicked him out of heaven. Now he has put this mess on earth to where he is working within musical stuff, the music industry. Do y'all see the connection there? He's working through musical stuff now to where he is getting people to where they are not able to decipher from satanic stuff and good music. Okay? Doja Cat, satanic. As much as I like her music, I have to back away and be like, ugh. Like, I don't really want to pierce my spirit with that type of stuff, because no, ma'am, I'm not into the satanic stuff. Somebody said that's why I can't sing. I would have told y'all. So funny. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dolores Chapman. Y'all better read y'all Bibles, y'all. It's so connected. It's so, I really wish I could go into detail, but y'all know YouTube be on my ass over here. But it's so connected. If you go and read Revelations, guys, anywhere, it talks about what we're dealing with now and all the things that are being revealed right now. The stuff that's going on with Diddy, this is stuff that's already written and already talked about, guys. It's already been written and talked about. It's just being revealed. That's why it's called Revelations. It's the book of revealing. Do y'all not get that? Oh, Lord, I wish I could go into detail. But that is it, and that is all. I got to do some more cooking tonight, guys. I don't want to do a long thing tonight, because we also going to have Car Chronicles. I'm going to still do it tomorrow, even though it's Thanksgiving. I'm going to touch bases with you guys. Yeah, somebody said, speak it, child. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. I know my stuff over here. I talk a lot of junk, but I'm very much into reading the Bible and praying. And you got to have some type of discernment. If something don't feel right in my spirit, I don't indulge in it, because I like to keep my spirit and my mindset clear. Okay. You have to pray and ask God for discernment for certain things. And when he give you that, you'll feel it. You'll know when you feel it. You will know when you feel it. And when you feel it, don't ever push past it and still try to do it anyway, because you only mess yourself up. He's nudging you for a reason to stay away from that. Okay. He's nudging you for a reason. And a lot of people sell their souls just for earthly goods. And it says it in the Bible. Don't give up don't sell your soul for earthly. Don't do that. Don't do that. People losing their lives and oh Lord, it's so crazy. Over things that you're not even gonna take these things with you. Usher sold his soul to be a superstar. He sold his soul to be a superstar. And Diddy has been putting this demonic spirit throughout the industry for years. And it's only just passing them spirits from one person to another. That's a demonic spirit to entrap someone and make them have spirits in them when you are trafficking someone. That's all it is. Cassie didn't have a choice because she was afraid. And that's what people who are in that mindset do. You have to put fear in a person in order to control them. You have to put some type of fear in a person in order to control them. I see you putting it in. The love of money is the root of all evil. It really is. It really is. It really is. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Bottom line, don't sell your soul. Do not sell your soul, okay? You guys know about the whole mark of the beast stuff coming up where they're saying you're not going to be able to survive and buy things and all that. When that stuff happens, read your Bible. It's in there. We're headed towards those times. Are you going to sell your soul in order to be able to do certain things? Or are you going to stand on what you believe in and be able to, survive in this life and know that God got you at the end of the day? That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. If you failing over little small things right now, y'all better look at it. It's a lot of stuff is being revealed. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to get too deep into it because YouTube, and I want them to monetize the video because we don't put a lot of tea out here. But again, we are living in what they call revelations. There's a lot of revealing going on, and it's going to be more revealing. And as I get more tea over here, yes, the mark of the beast is no joke. It is real. It is very real. Read it. It's in Revelations. Okay. Yes. It breaks it down with the horses. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. Read it. When it talks about the horses, and I saw a white horse and I saw a black, there's a meaning behind each and every one. Look at these horses that Beyonce is using. Those are satanic. And I know a lot of people, the Beehive child, they're going to be mad about this shit, but it's biblical. And I ain't going to never speak it unless I know what I'm talking about. These signs, don't be sitting up there because you see a celebrity up on stage. Yeah, come on, it's The Rock. And you're doing this shit. You are promoting satanic symbols. It's on your dollar bill. That pyramid, that eye is on your money. And we spend it every day. But we got to have it to survive. If we don't spend it, how are we going to survive? How are we going to get gas, pay bills, get food? We're living in the end times, guys. Okay. So we're going to get on out of here. Somebody said, yes, it is. Go look at your money. Go flip it over on the back. That eye, that's on your money. Go look in the Bible and see what it means. Pull it up on Google. Everything is on Google now. Pull it up. Educate yourself on these things so that you will know what is being put out there, what you're being exposed to. Okay. Protect your spirit, protect your heart, protect yourself. Okay. Let's get out of here, guys. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. I will connect with you guys tomorrow. I will send out my notification as well. I hope you guys had a great time with this video. Please hit the like button as well. And please subscribe to this channel, guys, so that you can get more exciting videos to come. All right. Thank you so much, Dolores Campbell, for the super chat. Thank you so much for who was my other person that gave me one? I don't want to miss nobody out. What was the person's name? Lord. Let me scroll back because I don't want to leave nobody out because I appreciate when y'all give me these super chats. I think it was Iris Myers. Iris Myers, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Okay. Dolores Campbell, thank you so much. And Iris Myers and anybody else that may have left cash apps, because I've been seeing those as well. Content creators, did I see Girlfriend Chronicles here tonight? Was there somebody else here? Y'all let me know. I don't want to leave anybody out. Y'all know that. I always like to shout out my peers, which are other content creators. Thank y'all for being here. Scorpion Miss, thank you so much for modding for me tonight, as well as Linda Gamble, Belle Wilson. If you're in the house as well, ma'am, thank you guys for being here too. Okay, y'all have a great, blessed night. Okay, pray and slay, honey. Let's pray and slay. All right, love you guys all the way down, and good night.